Hi, this is Barbara Lolmough, and I've been going to Evident Life Church for over 10 years now, and I call this my family. This is a very close family to me. Wanted to share a bit of a testimony with you. I'd like to share with you my experience of September 11th. Early that morning, prior to the events of New York and Washington, D.C., I discovered that I was pregnant out of wedlock for the second time. My world, as I knew it, came to a complete stop. Everything about me was completely numb. Everything became dark and gloomy. I felt dead inside. The Lord spoke to me in my place of darkness. He said, as there is much death and destruction in one part of the country, there's new life within you. Then the Lord further said, however, this gift of new life is not intended for you. This baby is to be a gift to a couple that cannot create new life on their own. Even in my sinfulness, God amazed me. Why would He use me, a pathetic, hopeless sinner, to carry His gift? God's plan was to turn a sinful situation into a blessing. The Lord led me to a Christian adoption agency. Through this agency, I was directed to a wonderful Christian couple. The husband's a pastor and the wife is a registered nurse, looking forward to being a stay-at-home mom. During my maternity leave, the most important thing I wanted to do was to write a letter to the baby. So here's the letter that I wrote. Dear baby Ray, these words come to you with much love, excitement, and anticipation from me. From the moment I knew of you, I knew that God had a special plan for you. You are a gift to your mom and dad who embrace you in their loving arms. I call you Ray because the words of hope that God gave me when I discovered that God had created you. The day I learned of your new life was a very bad day for our country. It was a day of much disaster and death. It didn't seem that any good could come out of that day. Then God showed me that He had created a new life to bring forth a ray of hope and a ray of life in this dark world that we live in. So from that day forth, I've called you Ray. I love you, I always have and I always will. I look forward to the day we may see each other. In the meantime, I will always have a special place in my heart for you. With love, your birth mother. Throughout this journey, God has revealed to me His love, His mercy, His compassion, His forgiveness, His tenderness, His friendship, His healing power, His provision, and His shield of protection. These have only been nouns in the past. Now they are an experience. My September 11th story ended up being a story about God. It is a story about God has woven His unconditional love into a situation that was meant for evil. This is a story about how God turned a sinful beginning into a blessing for Him and all those involved.